Hi there. Today we're going to be discussing how to align, amplify, and also accelerate your brand and also your success in practice. So stay tuned. I've got a simple model to show you that I think you're going to find very, very useful to help you find your true you. Let's get right to the show. All right, well, welcome back. This is Lawrence Tam here, your Chiro coach. And today's episode, we're going to talk about, branding and also success and finding your special sauce. That's what I'm going to name it. So I've been talking to a lot of people about, the things that are unique. And one of the things that is unique about, dealing with the clients that I deal with in Nitro is that every single one of the chiropractors that I deal with is very unique to themselves, right? They're not in terms of the practice style, the personalities, and what they do. And I think a lot of misconception is that we have to build a successful practice in a certain way, that there's only one way to do it. And frankly, that's just not true, right? Who says that you have to build your practice in this way, or have to build a practice that having a definition of success is that it has to be 200 or 300 or 500 or 100, whatever it is the number is. No, there's no one way. There's many multiple ways of creating success, and the success definition is really defined by what you define as success. So that's really important to kind of start a point. But there is no magic bullet to get there, though. But there's many ways. Now, the ways are a couple of things. It's easy. It could be hard work, or it could be easy work. It could be push, which is like you're pushing uphill, or it could be pulling you towards something you would desire. And these ways are always going to put in those buckets. But why would anybody choose hard work over easy work, right? Why would you choose that? Of course we need to do hard work, but you might as well make it easy so that you can do the hard work and get more leverage out of that. And this is what today's episode is really about. It's really to get you focused on the idea around how to accelerate your practice, how to accelerate your growth by focusing on you as a brand. And that's what we ultimately going to come down to. So I'm going to just kind of try to make this simple. Is really reality. The special sauce really comes down to a couple of things. It's really about this, right? Your special sauce. I don't know why that's all kind of messed up over there. But anyways, I just updated my computer. So, it is what it is. So let's kind of take a look at this. If you look at your special sauce, if let's say the special sauce is the one in the middle, we'll call this the special sauce and this is really, we can call it brand if you want. We can call it, the things that are going to make you different. What I think it comes down to is that the first thing that we have to find, right, the first element of this whole entire picture that we need to be very, very clear on is that there's something we call a unique ability. And we all have that. Oftentimes we don't think it's a unique ability, but it's really important. So Dan Sullivan kind of talks about this, the unique ability, and we all have it. That you got to be really clear on exactly what that unique ability is for you. Everybody's different. We all have this thing, but if you don't know what unique ability is, then you're going to be exactly the same as everybody else. But unique ability isn't just going to be that, oh, I'm a great chiropractor and I adjust really well. Well, that's not going to be unique ability because there's hundreds and thousands of chiropractors and maybe even hundreds of chiropractors in your town or in your state that is just as good as you, if not better. Well, that's not a unique ability, but I'm talking about like being a unique ability, but what makes you different? What is your unique ability that is specifically, geared towards who you are as a person? I think that's really important and relevant. So, for example, unique ability could be, I think one of my unique abilities is to be able to take complex ideas and make it simple, right? That's a unique ability. Another unique ability is that your ability to communicate with patients and, build massive rapport with them. For example, I'll take some of my clients. One of my clients' unique abilities is to be able to start practices really quickly and fast. Right? Some people's unique ability is to be able to get deep with people and have built certain connections with them. Some unique abilities to be able to one unique ability is, for example, they have a really strong interest and a strong ability in scoliosis, for example. I just gotta hang that up. Sorry. There's also a unique ability, possibly it could be when it comes down to specific skill sets or knowledge. So there's a specific knowledge you actually have that's your unique ability as a personality. That's really, really important. So that's something that you need to kind of consider. The second thing, someone's trying to call me, so I'm gonna have to get off soon. But number two, right? The most important thing is the next thing is that you need to learn how to scale it. Let's just change the color here. Scaling it. why is that so important? Well, scaling it means that you take this unique ability that you discover, and oftentimes we can't discover it ourselves. That's the one big clear difference. Most of the time, I find that you actually need to have other people that are around you give you perspective of what your unique ability is. Because why? Because your unique ability is so unique to you that it comes so natural to you. You think everybody has it. That's the problem. You think everybody else has the same superpower that you actually have, but the reality is that you're the only person with it. And that's the key difference is that you need to help with to kind of find that unique ability. So once you've discovered that unique ability, then the second point is to make sure you learn how to scale it. So scaling it takes time. Scaling it allows you to basically, how can you actually stretch that out and allow you to, move it to and amplify it. So here we're going to talk about what we talked about earlier. Unique ability is about finding something that's aligned with who you are as a person, align with your values and who you are as a person. The second thing here, when you're scaling it, is about amplifying it, right? Amplifying it. So you have to learn, once you align that you found a unique ability, then we can amplify it to the world. So now you have a frequency that's being put out to the world and people can actually hear you loud and clear of exactly, what that's going to look like. You're going to find that. Now, sometimes, for example, I'll give you my example, taking complex ideas and making it simple. Well, for me as a chiropractor, I was able to amplify that by making all these complex, scientific stuff and make it people to understand what I'm doing about. So when I gave them a recommendation, they got it. They got what chiropractic meant to them. I had that skill set to be able to, and I'm sure you have that too. And that's a communication ability that you can amplify. But the third element that's, I think, the super important one here, which is learning how to leverage it. When you can learn to leverage that skill, when you need to learn to leverage through that like once you scale it and you can leverage it, that's how you can accelerate your growth. Let's take the example of one of my clients, right? One of my clients is the sort of a couple. Their unique ability to be able to start practices from scratch. Like they know how to generate real quick and real fast. And when they do that, how they were able to do this is that they are able to scale it, which means that they were able to scale that skill by honing in on that skill set. They scaled their skill set and honing in on that skill. So they started doing, really focusing on doubling down on that particular skill. By leveraging it, that's when they go, you know what? We will be more successful in life if we actually able to start practices and have other people really kind of help us create the impact that we want to have. They have a strong mission of what they want to achieve in life and in terms of the impact in chiropractic and also an impact on the world and the people they want to serve, but they learn to leverage that. And that's how they leverage it. So now they're up to 9 practices, for example. Okay. Then this is over a span of maybe 2 years. Right? In less than 2 years, they were able to go from 0 to 9 practices. Well, because they found their unique ability, which was to start and build practices really quickly, generate a bunch of new patients, and then they leveraged it by making sure that they know how to hone in that one particular skill set really, really well. And then, right, figuring out is how do they help their weakness. Everybody has their weakness. Everybody has a kryptonite. And then figuring out exactly how they can get that kryptonite solved, manage their weaknesses, and then they learn to leverage it and apply it. And that's how you accelerate your success. So you can apply this same concept, this concept that here I showed you here, through brand. You can apply it to your business. You can apply it personally in your life. Either way, it's about helping you do the 3 things right. Number 1, find a unique ability that's aligned with who you are. 2, scale it and amplify it so that people who love that skill and can resonate with that frequency will love what you do. And 3, then you learn to leverage it. Those are the 3 steps, and you can utilize that for your brand. You can utilize that for your business. You can use that for yourself, for personality, for your personal growth. That is what we do. Nitro, that's what we help you do. Kind of get specifically on unique ability, help you scale it, and help you leverage it. So if you want to have a conversation around that, give us a ring, give us a call, send a message to my team, or just go to joinnitro.com and fill in an application there, and we can have a conversation. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed that episode. Hope you comment below and let me know what your thoughts around this, and share this with others. And join us at Chiro Think Tank as well. If you're not already in it, please make sure you come and enjoy the party while we share concepts like this to help you become better in life and business.
It's all well and good to have a successful practice, but in the grand scheme of things, I want to make an impact.
The biggest thing that it's enabled me to do is to develop better relationships with people.
The reason I joined was because I was feeling a bit isolated in practice.
Now I feel like I have a tribe. Lawrence definitely provides a really good insight from outside of my square.
You really start to find your true identity. When you're part of a group that supports you, which is what I feel Nitro does, you get some quality results.
I was caught up in the hustle side of chiropractic, so now having that freedom, still being just as busy and even more successful.
I think that we all elevate and rise together.
It really allows me to face my own fears and blockages. It's about being with like-minded people, but being about people who want the same thing, which is like this willingness to support each other and hold each other accountable at the same time.
We went from seeing an average of 140, 150 people to seeing now 250 people.
I do have the confidence to, have that voice and make those changes, and I definitely wouldn't have been able to do that without Nitro.
It's not trying to create me to be something else, it's trying to create me to be the best version of me.